The Ford F-Series is one of the most iconic trucks on the road today. It comes in all sorts of styles and trims to choose from, including heavy-duty and medium-duty vehicles. But today we're going to focus on the most popular of the bunch, the full-size, light-duty F-150. I'm Travis from Edmunds. We've been testing trucks for years, getting dynamic numbers and living with them in the real world. At the same time, CarMax has bought, sold, and expertly appraised tons of F-150s. We've combined forces to help you find the right pickup for your needs. Let's take a look at what we've got here. The F-150 was fully redesigned in 2015, and it made a splash for using aluminum body panels, a first for full-size pickup trucks. The change to aluminum meant the truck was lighter, which in theory meant it could haul more, tow more, and it was faster in a straight line. This truck is a 2018, which is important because that's the year it received a mid-cycle refresh. Updates include improved front-end styling and the addition of a 10-speed automatic for the 2.7-liter V6 and the 5-liter V8. The 10-speed automatic meant improvements in fuel economy and acceleration. Engines were also a big part of the update in 2018, as Ford added a new 3.3-liter V6 as the base engine and an available Power Stroke diesel, noteworthy for its competition, Ram's EcoDiesel V6. Love to dig deeper into engine specs? Click the link below for a full in-depth article. You might be hard-pressed to find any differences between the 2017 and 2018 model. But if you look closely, you'll see updated headlights, an updated grille, and an updated front bumper. It's been squared out up here to more closely resemble its bigger, tougher brother, the F-250. My favorite grille is from the Sport. It's more like a rectangle than this big chin bar up front. But that notwithstanding, I think the changes to these looks are an improvement. Let's take a look inside. The interior doesn't feature any significant updates for 2018, but that's not necessarily a drawback. This is the mid-level trim, the Lariat, and it feels pretty utilitarian in here, but that's what you'd expect from a pickup truck. There are a few hard plastics, but nothing feels cheaply made. It all feels like it's put together well, nice and sturdy. And if luxury is a priority for you, there are other trim levels to choose from, like the Limited, the Platinum, and the King Ranch. These buttons are large, chunky, and easy to feel around for without taking your eyes off the road. They're also super useful if you're coming in from out of the cold or from the job site and you don't want to take your gloves on and off just to turn the volume up. Nice and easy, no problems. Despite the utilitarian appearance, it's pleasant in here. The seats can hold up to a lot of abuse from kids, pets, or grit from the job site, whatever you throw at them. And the padding is firm, but these seats are comfortable, and they stay comfortable over a long journey. It's not as plush in here as in maybe the Ram 1500, but this is totally acceptable for a modern pickup. Crew cabs are a popular configuration for people that want more space for their family or belongings. This is the extended cab. It's a little bit smaller, but the room in the back doesn't disappoint. It's plenty enough for adults on a short journey. The driving position in the F-150 is as you'd expect. You sit pretty high and there's a good commanding view of the road. The tilt and telescoping steering wheel has lots of range, good adjustability, and for guys like me with short legs, there are adjustable pedals. Good bonus. Over here is a unique feature to the F-150, which is this kind of dip-down window. What that does is give you good visibility when you're maneuvering in tight spots, and if you have the big towing mirrors, those are a lot easier to see. The F-150's suspension is firm but not unforgiving. On the highway, most of the small bumps are filtered out, but the big bumps do make their way into the cabin. This isn't unexpected for a full-size pickup truck, it's just not quite as plush as the Ram 1500. If it's been a while since you drove a full-size pickup, or if this is your first time behind the wheel, you might be surprised at how agile they feel. This F-150 has light steering, but it loads up well under corners, and there's lots of confidence going around a curvy mountain road. I'm a fan of the brakes in here too. They're smooth and predictable, but the pedal feels firm enough under heavy braking to give you some confidence. Especially good if you're towing a big trailer down a steep grade. That's what you want. The 10-speed automatic is also impressive. It shifts quickly under full throttle, and it doesn't hunt around a lot for gears, especially on long, steep grades. Unfortunately, it's not as good at low speeds. It's kind of clunky shifting from second to first. What we've got in this truck is the 3.5-liter turbocharged V6. It puts out 375 horsepower, and while that may not sound like a lot in today's crazy hypercar math, it's plenty enough to get this big pickup truck moving and in a hurry. Whether you go with the 2.7-liter V6, the 3.5 V6 that we've got in here, or even the 5-liter V8, this truck has plenty of power for your towing and hauling needs. If this Lariat isn't exciting enough for you, you can always go with Ford's SVT Raptor. That has the same 3.5-liter engine under the hood, but with way more power output, and it's got a ton of suspension goodies, so you can have all the fun you want playing in the dirt. On top of the impressive driving dynamics, this truck has a lot of cool features that make it easier to live with on a daily basis. The first is Ford's Pro Trailer Backup Assist. It uses this small knob to control the direction of a trailer as you're backing up. While this might not be super useful for someone who tows all the time and is familiar with the dynamics of a trailer, left, right, left, it's super useful for someone who only tows 3 or 4 times a year. Not that long ago, on an unfamiliar street, late at night, I was backing a trailer up and it caused me a lot of headaches. It would have been a godsend to have one of these. Back here, there's more helpful features. This truck is equipped with Ford's tailgate step. And look, there's a handle too. This is super helpful if you're loading heavy items into the bed of the truck, or if you're just getting in and out to tie something down. In here, you've got these removable tie-down points, or these fixed points in the corners. I really love this setup because I'm often hauling tools or lumber on the weekends. This flexibility allows me to lock down my cargo no matter what it is. When it comes to new vehicles, pickup trucks have been the sales leaders for decades, which means there'll be a lot of excellent choices on the used market. The Ram 1500 is our Edmunds top-ranked pickup. It offers a near-luxury interior, excellent ride, and impressive tech offerings. The Chevy Silverado is another good choice. However, we've found the interiors to be a bit dated. So if tech is your priority, maybe look elsewhere. We'd also recommend you take a look at the Nissan Titan and the Toyota Tundra. They are generally less expensive, and you'll see that directly reflected in their interiors. If full-size trucks are just too big for you or you don't need all their capabilities, mid-size trucks are definitely worth checking out. We'd recommend the Chevy Colorado or the Toyota Tacoma. The Jeep Gladiator is another great option. At Edmunds, we've bought, towed, and driven over 75,000 miles with this generation of F-150. So which trim level would we recommend? Well, you can start with the base XL, go to the topped out Limited, or even the rough and tumble Raptor. But this is the one we'd recommend, the Lariat, because of features like dual zone automatic climate control and leather upholstery. We all want something that's dependable, so what about reliability? RepairPal gives the F-150 3.5 stars for reliability, which ties it with pretty much all of its rivals. So let's recap. From a long lineup of available engines and an impressive towing capacity, to the little stuff like chunky knobs and an available tailgate step, there's a lot to like. Sure, the 10-speed automatic can be a little bit clunky at low speeds, and the ride is a little firm on the highway, but none of that is a big enough roadblock to keep us away from the F-150. It's still one of our favorite trucks on the market. For more expert used car advice, be sure to subscribe. And for all the specs and even more info, check out the F-150 article via the link below.